back to the channel. Today I'm doing my updated deck profile on Witchcrafters. It's an extremely fun rogue deck. It's extremely cheap, especially now that the most expensive cards in the deck have been re-released in Dual Overload, and Madame Verde and Witchcrafter Creation, which were holding quite decent value at the time. So I'm going to get right into the deck profile. I've changed it up from my previous build. It's a little bit more spicy, it's a little bit more combo oriented, and it just adds a lot more disruptions and stuff, so I'll get right into it. I'll explain some combo sequences, reasons why I play the card, and if there's any cheaper options I will suggest some cards to play in instead. There isn't really that many expensive cards. There is 3 off the top of my head, which you'll soon see, so let's dive right into it. So let's go with Smeta. She is the main normal summon of the deck, really, because she is the best Witchcrafter normal summonable monster in terms of she can be a foolish burial when she's in the graveyard, so she can dump any monster, any spell card from the deck by banishing her. So if this is the first time you've ever seen any Witchcrafter monsters, their main effect when they're on the field is during the main effect, which is the quick effect. You contribute this card and 1 spell card, and discard 1 spell card from your hand, to special summon out any Witchcrafter monster, so it could be any level. So it's extremely good for getting boss monsters out, other combo PCs and stuff. So they're really fun, but they're really susceptible to hand traps, so we're trying to deal with hand traps as best we can in this deck. So our next monsters are 3 Patori and 2 Genie. So Patori has all of them have the same main effect during the main phase: tribute themselves, 1 spell card, special summon. But their banish effects are all different. So she's a foolish burial of goods or foolish burial. She is a banish to draw a card, discard a Witchcrafter card, or banish an entire hand. So she's a draw to help fix hands and load up your graveyard with either dropping Smeta or dropping Genie. And Genie is basically Spellbook of Master, and where she copies a spell card by banishing herself and another spell card in the graveyard to reuse its effect. So the effects of the cards, the spell cards, are the name of the card once per turn, not the effect of the card once per turn. So you can reuse ones that say you can only use XYZ once per turn, but you can use Genie because it's a different name. I only play Genie at 2 because we do play 1 for 1, and she is searchable and dumpable by Smeta, so that's why I only choose to run her 2. Plus we do play 3 Witchcrafter Creation, so that basically bumps her up to 5 copies. Then the big boss monsters, we play 2 Hane. So Hane, when she's on the field, states that your opponent cannot target your other spellcaster monsters with card effects. And then quick effect, you can discard a spell card and then pop a card, so she's her own version of a mini Trident. Then we play the main boss of the deck, Madame Verde. Lots of people have trouble getting over this card. It's extremely good in terms of you can discard a card to negate all on-field monster effects, so of your opponent, and it also has a battle effect in where you can reveal any number of spell cards in your hand and increase it or any spellcaster by 1,000 attack points for each spell card, attack and defense, So it's extremely good and extremely hard to get over. Then we do play 1 Golem. This card is the deck's own hand trap. The downside about this card is the card your spellcasters must be targeted for either a card effect or by battle to special summon it, and when it's special summoned to the field, you can bounce one of your opponent's cards, or you can add a Witchcrafter spell from your graveyard to your hand. So the downside is it does target, and in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not really that much out there that targets anymore, and if it does, it doesn't tend to be meta relevant. So it is extremely good, searchable of Smeta, Creation, so I would only play it at 1, I wouldn't bump it up at all. Then we do play the most expensive card in the deck most likely is Magician's Souls. So it's a free special summon, it's a free link one, which is extremely good to help us combo off in other sequences, and also it helps us fix a hand if we've doubled up on any spell cards and stuff. So definitely Magician's Souls is the best draw card in the deck really, because I chose to play this over Pot Extravagance, so it meant that we can have the extra deck a wee bit more freer, because we need a few more things than what we used to do in the other videos. But definitely would recommend Magician's Souls because it helps us get monsters on the board. And that will come more relevant in the next card that I explain it. We play 3 Parallel Xyz. The reason I play Parallel Xyz is the fact that we do play Magician's Souls, we do play Genie, and we do play Patori, as well as we can go Smeta. So Smeta can discard to go in either Genie or Patori as well. But if you normal summon either one of these, you can just go Linkuriboh, then chain Parallel Xyz to summon down. Or if you normal summon Patori, you just go Almirage and still get Xyz off. So the good thing is, whatever normal summon you're using in the deck, you can just go, you can activate Parallel Xyz, or else you can use it to search out a Genie to be able to go into Linkuriboh to trigger Parallel Xyz. And in doing that, you also get to copy one spell card that you've discarded. So it could be, for talking sake's, Holiday, to be able to summon this back and then trigger all your Witchcrafter spell cards in the graveyard. So I just feel like this worked extremely well, so I would recommend playing this and testing it out. So that's one of the spicy cards in the deck. Then we play 3 Gamma and 1 Driver. So we play these instead of like Ash Blossom and stuff like this because we want our cards to trigger, and the fact is that all the normal summonable Witchcrafter monsters, it's cost, so there's nothing on the field when you summon her or any of the main deck Witchcrafter monsters, so they're all engraved. It's a free board, the Ash Blossom, you get Gamma. Quick, simple, easy, 3 monsters, so definitely recommend playing the Gamma. Let's get into spell cards. We play 3 Unveiling, which is the new card from Eternity Code. It's extremely good because it lets you special summon a Witchcrafter monster from the hand. Doesn't specify level, so you can bring out Madame Verde, Hane, whatever card you want to use in that scenario. And then its main effect for me is your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your spellcaster monsters for the rest of the turn. So it means that your Smeta, your Patori is definitely going to resolve. So it's just basically a better version of Gamma for me, but it's always better just to double up on things to make sure that you are going to get them. So if this is the first time that you're seeing Witchcrafter spell cards, they do have another effect that when they're in the graveyard and they haven't been used that turn, 1 name per turn, by the way. So if it's in the graveyard and you control a Witchcrafter monster, you can add it back to your hand. So say you had this card, normal summon Smeta, dump this card, then during the end phase, you can add this card back to the hand if you haven't used one with that's name that turn. So the rare colour cells, it's kind of like Outrage, apart from they don't set themselves on the field, but with your bigger boss monsters in the deck, you tend to use the cards in your hand anyway, so it is good in that sense. Then we play 3 of the Rota for the deck. Doesn't specify level, so you can add Aurora, anyone you want. Then Holiday, that's basically the Monster Reborn. Doesn't specify level, so you can special summon Verde, and none of the bigger monsters need to be special summoned by any effect. So it means that they can be summoned willy-nilly. Then we play 1 Drayton. So this targets spell cards that your opponent controls up to the number of Witchcrafters monsters that you control. Return those targets to your hand, so it gets rid of problematic floodgates and things like that. Then we play the continuous spell cards. These are Scrolls and By Street. So Scrolls is when a spellcaster monster destroys a monster by battle, you get to draw a card. And then we've got By Street. It's got a protection effect like Dragonic Diagram, in terms of if your monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, it's not destroyed. So it just protects it for one battle. So it's good that way. And then these have a different effect from the other spell cards, because they don't add themselves to hand, they place themselves on the field. And then you can also tribute these from the field to activate your monster effects. So if you're in battle, you've got Hane or whoever, you go to battle, you can protect Hane for that one battle, then you can tribute this card to pop a card with Hane. So it's good in that in battle sequences as well. Then we play 2 Call by the Grave, just making sure that our monsters resolve. So basically we've got 8 cards that help our normal summonable Witchcrafter monsters resolve. Then the one-offs, we play 1 1-for-1, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Foolish Burial of Goods. So this is basically any spell card to help copy off Genie or to add it back to your hand. I tend to always send By Street if I don't see it, just so that way that I know my monsters have a bit of protection from things like Ogre and just things like that. Burial is just Genie to be able to copy any of your spell card, your Witchcrafter spell cards, or if you want, if you've got Holiday, just special summon any of the Witchcrafter monsters that you send. And this is just basically a search to get Genie onto the field to help reoccur spell effects. Now onto the extra deck. So we play 1 Linkarable and 1 Almirage, just basically to trigger parallel XYZs and to get the monsters into the graveyard to be able to use their effects. Then we play 2 Relinquished Anima, just to get rid of some problematic cards. It's annoying that it does target, but with its ability to also attack with the monster that it equips, is extremely good. So definitely good for helping us break boards. Then we play, I'm just going to bring all these cards out now. So we play 2 Era, 1 Hiate, 1 Celine, 1 Avramax, and 1 Access Code Talker. So if you've got Patori and another monster, you can special summon this card out, and you can special summon this card out with Smearta is the fire as well. Sorry, I totally blanked out on the name. And it means that you can either bring back Ash with this card or any just normal water monster to bring out Celine. Then Celine will special summon it out any of your Witchcrafter monsters from the graveyard or the hand to be able to go into Avramax or Access Code Talker to be able to use these as big boss monsters. I'm doubling up on Era because everyone is playing Needle Fiber, which is a water. So her plus a Needle Fiber is instantly these 2. So it's extremely good in that sense, and I would recommend this as the main choice, because I know previously with Salads everyone was playing Hieta. This is the new Water Charmer for the format. Then we play 1 with Lambda, 1 Time Thief Redoer, and 1 Abyss Dweller. So basically the Lambda is just making sure that we're going to be able to get a gamma effect off the Redoer with the parallel XYZs. Means that we can trigger this to get a gamma to the hand and then special summon this back during your opponent's standby phase to be able to take the top card of your opponent's deck and either pop, draw, or just send it away again to trigger this again. And then you've got a gamma live in your hand because of Lambda's effect. Then Abyss Dweller, because it's the best rank 4 currently, and previously it is the best rank 4 ever probably. Then we play one Omega and one Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. It's just basically the best synchro to use with Gamma to be able to recycle your banished monsters, especially with your Witchcrafters banishing themselves. It's extremely good to be able to use him. And then Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend just as a big body to clear board and also do some effect damage to either win in time or whatever. So would recommend Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. So that is the deck profile. Please let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the deck, any tips or anything that you would change, and I'll have a look at it, test it out myself and let you know how I think the card reacts in the deck. And please remember to like, comment and subscribe if you liked the content and want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles. Hopefully in the future, when lockdown's away, we'll be able to do duels and things like that. So please give it a like, give it a subscribe and help me get to 64 subscribers. Thanks everybody. Peace.